So let's say that's a good example. Maybe you play the lottery or something.
Wait a minute. We can stop math forever.
No, let's do
All
this.
we have to do is swear, alright? And then all those YouTube videos will get taken down.
Okay, so let's say 3 different people start a pizza restaurant. Okay.
Ooh, I like pizza. We got Domino's, we got Papa John's, and we got Simple
Let's
Simons.
say in the first year, restaurant
Domino's.
A makes a $5,000 profit. Or
Whoa. That is
Well, first year's rough.
well,
that is awful.
let's say restaurant B makes a $22,000 profit.
That's
And
still pretty bad.
They use
restaurant,
Pizza Hut.
Well, in terms of profit,
yeah, profit.
Well, revenue and profit.
So I've already figured in the.
yeah.
Oh, like
Okay,
total
and
cost.
restaurant C makes a $7,000 loss.
Profit is like.
$7,000 loss?
That's
Pizza
Simple
Hut.
Simons.
that's
Okay.
Simple Simons.
So based on that information, what if you're starting a business? What's your expected?
Well, seeing how only
Payoff.
one of those uses
The average
dollars.
of the 3 or what?
Kind of, yeah. So the difference is, it's kind of like Fridays, that the problems that we're doing, there'll be different, like let's say this guy had, let's say he had 5 restaurants, and then this guy had 3 restaurants, and this guy had 2. Okay, so let's say that 5,000 is the average profit for these 5. 22,000 is the average for these 3. Negative 7,000 is the average for these 2. So, based on these numbers, 50% got 5,000 plus 30%. So where am I getting 50% from? There's 10 restaurants. 10 restaurants.
Oh, okay.
So 50% of them made 5,000. 30% made 22,000. It's kind of like averaging, yeah. Plus 20% made negative 7,000. And if you add all these together, that will give you an expected value of what maybe a pizza restaurant should make. Probably it's not going to come out to a lot, but
Should you still multiply them before adding them?
yeah, you multiply these together and then add them before, it's kind of
But no dividing.
No, no dividing. When you multiply by 0.5, that's like kind of like dividing.
Dividing by 2.
And then whatever that comes, so I'm going to make something up because I don't want to work it out. Let's say it comes out as 2,700. That would be the expected payoff. Like, probably not going to make a lot of money their first year or whatever.
Wait, I'm
You know,
doing
some
it.
restaurants close because they don't make
Where's
any
that
money.
number one?
R.I.P. Ocean China.
First
What?
year you're supposed to be on then.
Okay, I got a number. 7,700.
Way out.
That's what I got.
Okay, 7,700. Okay, now,
My team.
Number
What's
one.
Ocean China?
hmm?
What's Ocean China?
Chinese was there.
Well, I heard it was good.
It's shut down.
I'm not a fan of
Where was
Chinese
it?
food, but
It was over
I
by
like
where
Chinese food.
Wendy's
There's
used to
not
be.
a lot of Chinese food.
That also shut down.
I like
that one place we ate at.
Where Wendy's
Oh,
used
Wendy's
to
yeah,
fries.
8
Oh.
pieces of chocolate.
Chick-fil-A
I'm gonna
is
put that on
pushed
my,
into competition.
junior
Okay,
year.
number 1, what's the expected payoff? So all you have to do is we have to find what
Then you multiply those and
multiply
add
them together.
So it's 0.1
0.1 times 9
or 0.1 times 9.
plus
7
0.3
7 times
times 7
0.3.
plus 0.6 times negative 5. Oh, this
Wait,
isn't going to be
7.
good. 0.
And just plug the numbers in, that's all.
It's 0. Goose egg.
Man, if I had a Casio right now, this would be a lot easier.
That's so sad.
You know who feels
Really
bad about
sorry
that,
for
Brady?
you.
You know,
Just you.
It's 0. It's 0?
Yeah.
It's 0.
No, it's 6.
Yeah, 0. Okay, number 3, same thing. Go, go, go. 0.4 got 60. 50% got 52.
I'll put the insert 0,
10% got 50.
and then I circled it, and I made a donut.
Good job.
How innovative.
So I just want Mr. Gordon to know that I didn't answer donut, I answered 0.
Thank you, Brady. Answer donut.
What'd y'all get? I got 28.9.
I don't. I'm not getting this.
I think I remember somebody on the test put an answer as like quack or
I
something.
got 55. So we all got 55.
I said, and then I wrote a no. I said no, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't get 55.
Honestly.
Almost except for Jackson.
What'd you guys get?
55.
55. Okay, number 5. Okay, we're gonna do a little explaining here. For 5 through 8, decide if each game is a fair game. So what they mean by a fair game is that you and the other person have an equal chance of winning. Or
It's not weighted in somebody's favor.
you're right. You're both expected to equal. You're both expected to win the same amount. Let's say it that way. So, like Vegas, those would not be fair games because the house is expected to win more than the person that is going there. Okay. Anyway, if not, state which player has the advantage. Okay, number 5. A die is rolled. If the number that shows is odd, player A gets $1. So how many?
Like a table thing? Would that be the easiest way to do
So the
No.
probability is 0.5
Well,
and they would win $1.
Right, 50%. Half of the numbers on the die are odd. So 50% of the time, player A is going to get $1. If it is a 6, A gets $2.
So it'd be 0.1.
Okay,
it? 0.4?
No, because there's 6 chances, right?
1
So
and
that's
6, you're gonna get $2. 1/6 of the time, you're gonna have to switch to fractions, not decimals. And then we're so that's how much money A is expected to make. These two things. If it's an odd, he'll get $1. If it's a 6, he'll get $2. Okay, that's player A's expected winnings. Okay, for B, it says otherwise B wins $3 from A. So
2 out of 6.
if they're saying basically if one of these things doesn't happen, player B gets $3. So what's the odds? So this is basically 3 out of 6 and 1 out of 6. So 4 out of 6, player A is going to get some money, but 2 out of 6 or 1 out of 3, player B is going to get the money, and that's $3. So basically, player B can expect to win about $1 per roll. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. And I don't know what this is. So we got to say. If this is 1 right here. If this comes out as 1, it's a fair game. I don't think it does, but because that's 0.5 and that's
It comes out at 5 cents.
okay. So is it fair? No. And who's the game favorite? B. A is expected to only get 5/6 of $1, whatever that is. And then about 83 cents. And then player B is expected to get $1 per roll. So B is favored.
Knob.
So 50% of the time player A gets $1, and 6 of the time they get $2. And that leaves for player B who will win the rest of the time, which is a third. Of the time, they're going to get $3. So player B on average is gonna get $1 per roll. Player A on average is gonna get 5/6 of a dollar per roll. So I just did the expected value, expected payoff for player A and then the expected payoff for player B. Player B had a higher expected payoff. So no, it's not fair. B is favored to get more.
Don't gamble, kids.
But it's fun.
Unless you have insider information. Just kidding.
That's illegal.
Okay,
I wanna get a job where I have insider information.
If you work at a casino, it's illegal for you to gamble.
is that
Isn't
right?
it?
Yeah, at pretty much any casino, if you work at any casino, you can't gamble at any of them.
I don't know if it's illegal as
Even as a
but
security
they just
guard?
won't let you.
It's just their policy.
Yeah, it's not really law. Okay, and then number 7, 2 dice are rolled. If the sum is 6, 7, or 8, player A wins $5 from player B. Okay, this is gonna be trickier than I thought. Otherwise, player B wins $4. So, what are the odds of rolling a 6?
1/6.
You wish. No, we're talking about two dice.
Oh, there's like 6 possible combinations, or 5.
Oh gosh, we had a table once that had these dice rolls.
What's the question again?
Number 7.
Yeah. What are we trying to figure out? Right now.
There's 5 different combinations. And then there's 6 for 7. And then 5 for 8.
Okay. I'm not sure what the easiest way, but I've got a way to think of it. So if you want to roll a 6, your first die can't be a 6. Does that make sense? If you want to roll a 6, your first die cannot be a 6.
It has to be less than 6.
So what's the odds that your first die is not a 6?
5, 6.
Okay. Now, whether you roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, what do you need to happen? Your second die only has one option available to make it add up to 6. So, for example, if you roll a 1 with your first die, then you need to roll a 5 with your second die.
But you can't roll a 6 with the second die either.
Right. So,
It's 1,
what's your
6,
chance? Yeah, what's your chance that your second die will be what you need? So if you roll a 1, you need a 5. There's a 1 in 6 chance. If you roll a 2, you need a 4. There's a 1 in 6 chance. So, and then there's basically, yeah, that would be it.
That makes sense.
5 in 36 chance of rolling a 6. Okay,
There's not 36
I
possible
think you're just
combinations,
gonna
is there?
36 ways you can roll
The dice.
2 dice. Because it's okay. Anyways, and if you think about an 8, rolling an 8, that would be the same chances because you can't. If you want to roll an 8, your first roll can't be a 1, right?
Right.
Because 1, 6 isn't big enough. So you have to roll at least a 2. So that means your first roll you have a 5 in 6 chance of being okay. And then your second roll you need it to match perfectly, so there's a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a matching die, so that's 5 in 36. Of rolling a 6 or an 8. 7 is the most likely roll. You guys know why? Because no matter what I roll on my first die, 1 through 6,
There's a way you can get it on the
I can
second.
still get it on the second. So it doesn't matter what my first die is, kind of. My second die has to be one of the 6 that match up with my first die. So there's a 1 in 6. Or you could say 6 in 36 ways to roll a 7. Okay. 4-4-4. That wasn't the question though, I kinda forgot what I was doing. Okay, if that happens, 6, 7, or 8, player A gets $5. So 4 nights of the time, player A gets $5. And then does it say the rest of the time he gets? So player B 5 nights, so that means 4 nights at a time, player A wins. 5 nights at a time, player B wins. But player B only gets paid $5. Okay, so comparing these two, are they equal? What's 4 over 9 times
Yes.
Yeah.
20 over 9. 20 over 9, right?
Right.
So the game is fair, so we're gonna say yes. Or fair, or whatever. Yeah, they just wrote fair. Fair, I guess. And we don't have to say who's favored because nobody's favored.
For 9, I say we just say fair because it's long.
You just feel,
I'm feeling fair.
I'm looking at the answer and you're wrong.
Alright, so
Unfair.
let's just, wait,
Unfair
That's right, no.
person A.
It's not fair because
Okay.
it just is.
Number 9 is actually in a new section. Suppose you play a game in which you make a bet and then draw a card from a well-shuffled deck that includes the standard 52 cards and 2 jokers, so we're up to a 54 cards. If you draw a joker, you keep your bet and you win $5. If you draw a face card, you keep your bet and win $2. And if you draw anything else, you lose your bet. What is your expected gain or loss on this game if you bet $1? Okay, this one's not too bad actually. It's more like number 1.
I would say it sounds a little bit easier.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so what are the odds that you're gonna draw a joker?
2 and 52. 2 over 52? 4.
54. There's 54 cards, including the joker. And you're gonna get paid was it $5?
Yeah, $5.
And keep your bet.
Oh, that's
How many,
true.
how many faces?
So
are
is it
there?
times
36.
5?
Well, if you keep your bet, you're not really gaining money though.
The rest is just minus 1.
If your bet is $1.
Yeah, the rest is just minus 1. So it's times 5 on this one, and then on the other one it's times 2, and then on any other one it's minus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know,
If you did,
2/5 of the time you're gonna make 254s. I don't think we want to put the 1 in there because if we put the 1 in there, it sounds like we're saying we made $1 back, but
but if
really you're just breaking even with
we
that $1.
keep our bet, then we
That's like
only
losing
be
$1.
making $4. But if we keep our bet, we'd be ending up with having 6.
Well, you get $6 given to you, but you gave them 1, so really you're only making $5.
But if you didn't keep your bet, you'd be getting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the way they said that, yeah. Anyways, yeah, you'd be making $5. Your net profit is $5. Okay, and then what's the chances of getting a face card? You guys remember how many faces there were? Jack, queen, king. Ace,
4.
ace doesn't count as a face.
So there's 3.
Yeah,
So
so
that's 12.
3 out of 54.
It'd be 12 out of 54 because it's all face cards.
Oh yeah, sorry,
There's
12 out of
cards.
54. Our face cards, and what's that, $2?
Yep.
So 12.54, so the time you're getting $2
So we've got to do
plus.
So that's 54 minus 14.
Hold on. The rest of the time you're
You're just
losing
losing
$1.
$1.
So we've used basically 14 cards is making
So
money.
you have 40 left,
So 40 of the cards,
minus 1.
right,
Times
negative.
negative, losing.
Oh,
Anyway, that would give us our expected winnings. Is it a game you want to?
Oh
gamble?
no,
I
it's
guess
not.
not.
You lose 1/9 a dollar.
Okay, what's that? So we're talking about money, so let's change that to cents. How many cents?
You lose 11 cents.
Okay. So let's put 11-cent loss, or you can put negative 11, I guess. Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. I thought since there's only one question, this wouldn't take as long. But let's just go to 10. That's actually what I put on RimWeb at the start, so.
Thank you kindly. I will use the ad money to buy more things.